veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Drains the three-pointer.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Passes to Powell. Three-pointer. Portland with a new 14. Shoots the three. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. He kicks it to Covington. Fires the three. There's Hollis Jefferson. Covington finds Lillard. Jacks up a three. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Middleton for three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Lillard from deep three-point land. The long distance three is buried. Lillard's got six.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Here's the three. Covington's shot is off. Bucks trail by 5. Middleton looking it over. Fires for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. The shot by Lillard wide open. And it's off from three-point range.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
So it's the Bucks now. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. It's tipped. Lopez with the steal. And the dunk by Lopez.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella. Banging it down.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. Tipped away. Pass to Powell. Hollis Jefferson with it. Antetokounmpo defending. Back to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. 2 on the clock. There's Hollis Jefferson. Tips it up. And it's Lillard on the foul. Lillard's got his third basket of the night.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Now Lillard following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. And that one's good. Lillard.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Holiday with the three. Drills it from outside.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. Powell for three. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Middleton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And a deep three from Lillard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 11.
I'm training for summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. A three ball. Collins wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Collins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And again, the Bucks miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the middle. Here's Connaughton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Boy, Tucker, ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner three shooter. Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Here's Forbes, and the lead is down inside single digits. Forbes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's McCollum, and the pass to Canner. Back to McCollum. Three-pointer. Again, McCollum missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Here's McCollum. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
1:44 left in the first half. Here's Forbes. That one doesn't go. Now Portland takes it the other way. McCollum deciding where to go with it. There's the triple. Kicks it out to Collins. The 3. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Collins. And it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead. The Bucks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Forbes. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And here's McCollum for 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
From deep. Forbes can't get it to go.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 7 points.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
And oh, here we go. McCollum's got him the fast break chance. Off target from outside. And here's Middleton. Over to the wing. Here's Forbes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a 13-point lead. And that...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers, Nurkic is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 2 spot. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland leading by 13. Beyond the arc. The shot by Powell, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside Holiday. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Hollis-Jefferson kicks to Lillard. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Puts up a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
From outside the arc. Rebound by Nurkic.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Pulls up for 3. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. Lillard's got the first basket of the third quarter for Portland. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Outside Holiday. Oh, good with the triple. Portland leading by 15. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Holiday with the 3. The long-distance 3 is buried.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Lillard scanning the floor. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Bucks trail by 15. Outside Holiday. Passes it to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Drills the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Pass to Jones. To the inside. Knocks it loose. Cantor, the pass to Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. A 3 from McCollum. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Holiday with the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Launches it. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And it's off the back rim. No good. Middleton outside. And again, the Bucks miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the basket by McCollum.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Holiday surveying the floor. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take an almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Collins. Simons, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Forbes. Lillard outside. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Down low, kicks it out to Lillard. He got it up. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And that is a big-time three, fellas, to extend their lead right at the buzzer. What a way to head to the fourth.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, they've got Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the one spot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Kanter. Off target with his three. Bucks trail by 18. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Good on the triple.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Now here's McCollum. T right on him. Outside, Jones takes the three. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. This one for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Kanter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Bucks trail by 14. Middleton outside. The 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Now Anthony. And here's McCollum for 3. Kanter kicks to McCollum. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
McCollum with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And another three for Portland.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
What terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
And here's McCollum for three. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kansas.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Takes a three. Sinks the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton on the wing. For three. They get it again. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. There's the triple. And he's good on the three ball.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
There's the three. The Trailblazers rebound.
Oh, great job there tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
Shot clock at 6. Lillard misses. And it's the Bucks ball. Down by 15. Outside Holiday. Powell pulls it in. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard from deep three-point land. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton outside. Timeout called the Bucks. They trail by 15. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And so Portland takes this. And it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in at the 2. And for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Covington in at the 3. Now here's Jones. Lillard fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by George. Morris passes to Beverly. Shoots the 3. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Beverly. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. 4 on the clock. Over Morris. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. We're about 1 minute into the first. Leonard attacking. Good D by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. It's a 3-point game.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And he makes that one.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Here's Leonard trying to get open as Ibaka. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Passes it to Leonard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Leonard's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Lillard from deep 3-point land. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Leonard with the bucket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Jones. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Jones dishes to Lillard. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Lillard. Inside, Jones the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And here's George for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a 6th sense for those reads.
There's 1:40 left to play in the first. Now here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. Lillard with the bucket.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor and then instant in finishing on the break.
Now here's George. Leonard trying to break free. Los Angeles with another miss. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Leonard the pass to Morris. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Lillard outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pushing it up. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Mann. Shot clock at 5. And Cancer pulls it down. McCollum outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
It's all tied in Portland. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Luke Kennard. Morris is out there with the Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's man in at the small forward. They get it back, and Kanter throws it down.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
McCollum against Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Greg, you've played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. A three from Morris. Buries it from three-point range. Morris has got 8.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Pass to Pop for the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jackson with it. Pass to Zubac. And here's Kennard. Back to Zubac. Stolen by Kanter. And now Portland on the break. Shot is good in the Los Angeles lead. It's cut to just 1 on the basket from Anthony.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And the wide-open shot from Morris. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here's McCollum for 3. Up again, and Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got the lead up to 1 now for Portland.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jackson misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
To the wing right side. Here's man. Anthony with the block. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Three-pointer, Lillard. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Outside Jackson. Here's man. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And here's Nurkic. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. Lillard outside. Jones finds Lillard. Lillard again missing.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's Jackson. Cousins, the pass to Zubats. Here's Mann. Back to Cousins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cousins has got his first 2 points of the night.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Lillard against Jackson. Here's Lillard. From deep. And it's Lillard again missing. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on. And that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clippers trail by 3. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Hollis Jefferson. Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the small forward position. Nurkic trying to get open. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. He dialed that one up from long distance. Lillard's got 11 points.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
From deep, George. No good that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Carmelo Anthony in for Robert Covington. Jones against George. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And it's George missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Kanter able to finish. 6 points for him.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And it's George finishing it off.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Lillard against Beverly. Now here's Kanter. Defense is right there. 5 on the clock. Lillard dishes to Collins. And that one, good. Collins has got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
George. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
They like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones, and McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. And there it is for him. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Cantor against Ibaka. Here's Leonard. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Collins is right there. And now an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Here's George. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And the basket by McCollum.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Jackson looking it over. Leonard finds Ibaka. From past the arc. And the Clippers miss again. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Misses the 3. Here's George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And so it's Portland in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Paul George is out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka. And at the center, locking down the middle. Here's George. Yep, that one goes in there.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now McCollum. A 3-ball. Kennard with the rebound.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. He gets it in there.
Well, there's incredible height and reach and length and touch from the inside when we're talking about Serge Ibaka.
Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. Back to Kennard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Timeout, timeout.
George has got 3 assists tonight. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Zach Collins. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Beverly against Powell. And it's Beverly missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Powell kicks to Lillard. The three, and the three ball is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
And a deep 3 from George, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Powell down low, defended by George, and he comes up with the deuce.
With excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick-and-roll situations.
The 3 from George. Here's Ibaka, and it's Portland with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Powell, no one around him. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And now it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead. Outside, George. And Ibaka slams it in.
And Ibaka can really get up on these lob attempts. Great at finishing strong when he's near the rim.
Passes it to Pop. Lets it go from deep. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Beverly. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. George passes to Leonard. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now it's only a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Lillard scanning the floor. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
George, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George against Lillard. From the arc. No good on the shot. And here's Los Angeles, trailing here by 8. George with no one around. Offline with his 3. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball. Substitution on the court.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Again, the miss by Lillard. Morris outside. Laces one from 3.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the 2. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Jones in at the small forward. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Now here's Durant down low. Harden the pass to Jordan.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lillard with no one around. Brooklyn with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Look, this guy, Kyrie Irving, has incredible confidence when he's going inside to finish over the D.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Kicks it out to Jones. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Trailblazers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. To the middle. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Harden kicks to Irving. Yep, that one goes.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Now here's Lillard. Fires the 3. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Now here's Durant. Jacks up a 3. And Jones pulls it down. Lillard looking around. A putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Harden against Lillard for 3. Durant. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Nurkic with the block.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
3-pointer. Lillard gets the 3-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 5.
And defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
And here's Harris from the arc. And the Nets miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Such a wide open look. He's got 7.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Offensive rebound. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. The 3-pointer, no good. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 7. Lillard dishes to Covington. McCollum passes to Nurkic. KD against Lillard.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Cullen passes to Nurkic. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Lillard against Harden. Now Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden. Green is out there with Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Shots good by Anthony. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Simons, the pass to Anthony. And the layup's good off the glass. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
There's no stopping Melo there. Too strong for any kind of defense. It's going to take a bit more than that.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Pass to Canner. Dinwiddie against McCollum. Back to Canner. And the shot goes in. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Harden kicks to Green. And again, it's the Nets missing. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Portland moving the ball over. McCollum feeling it out a bit. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. They get it back, and Kent are able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Brown. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
To see Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
Harden way outside. They can't stop the run with that one. Portland leading by 11. McCollum outside. That 3 off the mark. Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Out to the wing. And here's Collins from outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. Three-pointer. Pass to Simons. McCollum left side. Connects from three-point range. McCollum's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Carmelo. Collins dishes to Carmelo. It's McCollum on the wing, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Collins. Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Down low, working on Jones. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Green, and Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. Lillard from deep three-point land. Here's Nurkic. The pass to Lillard. Three-pointer. Good D by Irving.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Out to Harris. Pass to KD. And the Nets miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Trailblazers. Bearing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Harris has got it back down to within single digits for the Nets. Lillard with it. He has 5. To the inside. Banked in off the glass. Covington's got his second bucket tonight. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Harden, no good. Portland leading by 11. And a deep 3 from Lillard. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. Harden surveying the D. Will it go? Offensive rebound. Here's Jordan.
Oh! We have a lot of great jumpers in the league, but DJ makes a statement every time. Elbows above the rim that time.
It's McCollum on the wing from downtown. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a wide open look for Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got 7 points. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Lillard. Launches a 3. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
Lillard involving his guys. A great passer, and he makes a good decision there.
Nets trail by 11. 1:46 left in the third quarter of the game. Harden, no good.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Brooklyn's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Jordan. Harden outside. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 5.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Lillard against Harden. Passes to McCollum. Shoots over KD. Covington down low. He's covered by Irving. Covington's shot is off. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Green, no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Irving looking over the floor. And here's Brown outside. He can't hit that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Irving passes to Green. Off target from three-point range. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Powell for 3. Cantor kicks to Powell. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Brown. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Trailblazers leading by 15. Here's Simons. Powell in the high post. Goes up from the top of the key. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Powell's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Trailblazers. Dinwiddie dishes to Brown. Lets the 3 fly. Portland grabs the miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Simons. That 3 off the mark. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 17.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
The time for the ball. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Nets trail by 17. Lobbed up there for Durant.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Harris is checked in for Dinwiddie. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And here's Harris from the arc. Collins grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Powell. Drops in the tray. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Trailblazers leading by 18. From deep. That shot off. Harris outside. He kicks to Green. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Collins in the post. Brown's there. From deep 3-point range. The shot by Powell, no good. Nets trail by 18. KD passes to Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. From deep. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. To the paint. Shoots from the line. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Here's Irving. Lays it up off the glass.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Here's Simons, covered by Irving. To the inside. Here's Anthony. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Trailblazers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Lillard.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Harris's shot is off. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Durant kicks to Brown. Fires the 3. KD's shot is off. Here's Hollis Jefferson offline. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Now, here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, and Chris Middleton pulls it down. On offense, here are the Bucks. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, bounce pass. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Giannis.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Now here's Lillard. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
And the rebound by Nurkic. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Yeah, loitering above the rim. Hollis Jefferson with athleticism to burn.
Holiday looking for an opening. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the shot goes down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
So it's Portland now after the basket by Milwaukee. Powell, the pass to Cantor. Lopez with the steal. Here's Forbes. Goes up. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Anthony. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Giannis against Anthony. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Portland also making some changes. Collins checked in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's McCollum following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. 3 on the clock. McCollum passes to Cantor. And stolen by Portis. Kicks it down to Middleton. He lobs it up. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Poked away. Stolen by Cantor. Inside. And then Jones with the jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Now, here's Tucker. Down low. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get.
And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, it can have, Greg, a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, when you control the glass and you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Here are the five. Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Collins, also Enes Kanter out there. Anthony is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the two spot. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker. Portland also making some changes. Derek Jones comes in for Anthony Simons. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. Antetokounmpo against Collins. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I absolutely love how Antetokounmpo just has a winning mindset. Consistently, this guy is looking to go all the way to the basket. Has to be devastating trying to stop this guy if you're on defense.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. High, arcing shot, and it's Connaughton missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
The three from McCollum. Rebounded by the Bucks. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Here's Holiday. P.J. McCollum with the rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Trailing by 2.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Connaughton. Excellent D that time from Jones.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Trying to find Kanter. Gets it to him. And they pick up 2. Kanter's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Kanter's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Kept alive. Collins kicks to McCollum. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. Lillard outside. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Lillard with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard the pass to Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
And it's Lillard missing. The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Lillard scanning the floor. He kicks it to Powell. Back to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lopez with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes. Spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Lillard outside. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And it took him a little while, but he's really got that three working now. This has been a different...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first... And that does it for our half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And Lillard kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Yep, it counts.
And the confidence from Hollis Jefferson to get the pass and immediately rise up for the jump shot. That's what you call real good awareness, finding his comfort zone with this team.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 21.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Holiday against Lillard. To the middle. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. The kick out to Holiday. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Lopez. Shoots over Nurkic. Off target from the baseline. Portland leading by 3. Powell, no one around him, sinks the three-pointer.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the 3 in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
With the tip, great positioning on the putback. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
One of the things you love about Hollis Jefferson is his activity. I mean, he impacts the game really without having plays called for him.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Giannis with it. Now Anthony defending. this left side, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Back to McCollum. Shoots. Lets it go with the three. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers, leading by 5. Fires the three. Cantor kicks to McCollum. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 8 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
From deep three-point range, it's McCollum on the wing. Fires the three. Again, McCollum missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Hits the three-point foul. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
In the corner, Collins with it. Over Middleton. Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And Portland with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run. Jones for 3. Offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to Jones. On the wing, Jones. Three-pointer. Forbes with the rebound. 1 second left. The shot will not fall. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Portland Trailblazers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Timeout called, the Bucks. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Jones from outside. Again, the miss by Jones. Bucks trail by 14. In a wide open look for Portis. And it's Portland with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. The three from McCollum. Jones dishes to Carmelo. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Portis. And that one goes long. Portland leading by 16. Anthony in the corner. Over Middleton. A shot by Anthony, no good. The Bucks shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Stolen by Collins. Jones, no one around him. Off the left rim and out. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Drew Holiday in for P.J. Tucker. Bucks trail by 16. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And the wing jumper offline.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And the Bucks with possession. Can they get it? Kicks it down to Middleton. Fades and shoots. And it's Portland with the rebound. 1:58 left to play here in the fourth. He got it!
Oh, he
Man, oh man, oh what a shot!
What range!
What a shot!
My goodness!
That bucket in no time at all.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a three on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
Out to the right wing. The wide open shot by Little. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. He doesn't hit that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lillard.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Giles. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Little. And a deep three from Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Teague's got the ball here for the Bucks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Giles. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The three from McCollum. Rebounded by the Bucks. To the left wing. And the Bucks miss again. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. They've got Morris. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. And it's Ibaka. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And Portland starts out with the ball. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Launches a 3. And it's Lillard again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Patrick Beverly likes to play aggressive, plays at a high pace, nice finish off contact.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Ibaka. It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Jones finds Lillard. To the inside, Nurkic, and the rejection by Ibaka. Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here's Beverly at the elbow. It's George. He feeds it to Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the night.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka, the ability to absorb contact while maintaining control.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard outside. Over Beverly. They grab their own miss. The shot that time not on target. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Leonard. Can't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way. And here comes the break. Here's Lillard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset. Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Ibaka, Los Angeles with another miss.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and that one is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Step back shot. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
The 3 from George. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Lillard outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 7 points.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
Lillard against Beverly. Inside, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So both teams changing it up here. Trailblazers leading by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McCollum deciding where to go with it. 11 seconds left in the first. Passes it to Pop. The 3. And no good. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
They've got Ivica Zubac, Luke Kennard out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's man in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Kennard against Powell. To the paint. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the call.
Nice pass.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's McCollum. Dishes to Cantor. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Jackson passes to Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. McCollum against Jackson. Pulls it from 20. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. McCollum's got his first basket of the night. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Out to the right wing. Pass to Kennard. They get a hand on it. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in.
Marcus Morris.
From deep. Kennard's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. McCollum outside. Down low. Here's Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead. Jackson passes to Zubats. Morris dishes to Jackson. From deep 3-point range. And Cantor pulls it down.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Outside, Jones. To the middle. Lillard left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Covington finds Jones. Here's Nurkic. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers trail by 3. Kennard, the pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Now Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kennard with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Anthony's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Jones. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. George with the bucket.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Back to Lillard over Ibaka. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. Lillard's got 9.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
Beverly.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter. Someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. McCollum left side. It's hauled in by George.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Beverly. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Enes Kanter.
When defending Patrick Beverly, it's hard to match his level of energy and activity.
Both free throws good from Beverly.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
McCollum outside. Shoots the 3. Simons, the pass to McCollum. It'll count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves in. Hey.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Clippers with the ball. 3-point lead on the court right now for the Trailblazers. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. Back to George. Pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. Feeds it to Ibaka. Nurkic with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And here's Beverly. 6 points for him. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Rebounded by Covington.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Jones with the stop. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Ibaka outside. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Jones kicks to Lillard. Covington dishes to Lillard. Puts it up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Beverly. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Lillard from outside. Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Beverly's got 8 points.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
Lillard outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
That's his second three-pointer of the night, 1 in each half, trying to keep the defense honest.
And George, here we go.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
So for the Trailblazers, and both free throws good for Paul George.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Cullen passes to Kanter. Jackson against McCollum. And he banks in the layup. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Kanter kicks to Collins. McCollum against Jackson. Kicks it out to Collins. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Stolen by Kanter. And a wide open look for McCollum. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's McCollum. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's George, and George with this stuff.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Oh, the power on that throwdown!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Baca comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Kennard in for Paul George. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Derek Jones comes in for Collins. And Robert Covington subbed in for Anthony. Here's Ibaka. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 5 assists tonight.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Count it. McCollum's got 8 points.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
McCollum against Jackson. Out to Ibaka. Releases from 15, and he hits the jump shot. Ibaka's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Exactly what you want from that play. Get it to Serge where he can simply rise and fire.
The 3 from McCollum. It's off. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Patrick Beverly. Baca is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. The shot's good from Kanter.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Beverly dishes to Ibaka. Out to Morris. 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Simons. McCollum passes to Kanter. Back to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Kanter trying to free himself up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Out to Ibaka. Stolen. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in. Here's Kanter. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Kanter's got 6 in the quarter.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Collins. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lillard finds Powell out left to the wing. Lillard against Beverly. And there's Cantor on the assist by Lillard. Cantor's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Beverly feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Morris shoots over Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Morris from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Powell kicks to Lillard. They get the rebound, and Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And his teammates love it. Cantor taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Lillard outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
Beverly for 3. That shot no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Powell for 3. Paul George with the steal. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Lillard against Beverly from deep 3-point range, and it's Damian Lillard with the 3.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
In the corner, George with it. Portland grabs the miss. 50 seconds left in the game. Lillard bounce pass. Cantor finds Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. Powell, no one around him. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
About 3 seconds between shot and gameplay. Now, here's George. It's in!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And let's...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's McCollum. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game. You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
Harris passes to Griffin. Harris kicks to Irving. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, the threat of Irving's drives can open up looks for him from the perimeter. And he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. He dishes it to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Shoots over Griffin. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here is Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Harden against Lillard. It's McCollum with the drive. The shot misses. Brooklyn's drawn 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. That one goes in. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Lillard finds Nurkic, lays it up and banks it in. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
Now Durant. James Harden missing on the 3. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Lillard against Harden. And Lillard gets it to go. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Covington. From deep. And it's Lillard missing. The Nets with the lead. Durant down low. Covered by Lillard. Count that bucket.
And just the sheer power of Griffin. One of the best finishers in the league after contact.
The pass to Covington. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lillard with the bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Griffin. For 3, Harris. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Step back and squared up. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond. How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 7. Here's McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Irving with the steal. On the wing, Harris. Outside Irving. It's Durant on the wing. Off target from outside. McCollum against Irving. McCollum passes to Jones. Back to McCollum. With 2 seconds left, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Brown out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot.
And that's just all muscle there. Canner is solid and fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from James Harden.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Here is Harden. The Blazers getting the bucket. Off target from the wing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Powell for three. Kept alive. Anthony kicks to Powell. A second chance effort. And again, it's Portland converting. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Anthony on the wing. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Back to Powell. Fires for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Powell's got 7.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Harden inside the three-point line. And the Nets miss again. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Bobbed up there for Collins. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in for Powell. And on the way from Irving for three. Hits it from three-point range. 8 points for him. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Now here's McCollum. Passes it to Simons. McCollum dishes to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 7. Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Lets the three fly. No good from Irving. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. McCollum right side for the three. Nailed from three-point land. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Dinwiddie kicks to Brown. To the paint, here's Claxton, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And a wide-open look for McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. From deep three-point range. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the... That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. We've got Yusuf Nurkic, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3. Nets trail by 8. Harden has a wide open look. Out to Harris. Another shot. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Now here's Durant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Brooklyn's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Irving. From deep. Portland grabs the miss. Foul for 3. James Harden with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Jacks up a 3. And the Nets miss again. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Kicks it out to Lillard. Takes the 3. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Pass to Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Durant. KD's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Griffin passes to Harris. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, like a lot of shooters, Harris prefers to release off a pass, catch and shoot, not the dribble.
Back to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by Lillard.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Covington with the steal. Powell kicks to Lillard. Fires from deep. Portland moving the ball around. Cranes the three-pointer. Lillard's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Portland.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Harden gets the bucket. 1:15 left to play in the third. Lillard from outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. Griffin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Off target with his 3.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
And here's Harden for 3. Again, the miss by Harden.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Lillard fires away from way outside. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard scanning the floor. Puts up a three, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break with a... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Trailblazers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Brown. And there's Green. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. So that's the Nets 5. Nets trail by 10. On the way, Harris. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kicks it out to McCollum. The three. Portland, no good that time either.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And that one drops for him. Brown's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. Brown against McCollum. From the arc. It's good from long range. And the Trailblazers lead by 11. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch. Now, here's Collins, following the shot by Kevin Durant from the baseline. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead. Upside, Brown. The quick look, no good that time. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Simons. Trailblazers keep it alive. There's the triple. Good on the 3-point shot. Simons has got his first 3 points of the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. The 3 from McCollum. Rebounded by the Nets.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And Cantor wide open. He shoots. And it's off the back rim. No good. Right side, Durant. To halt the run. That shot off the mark. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And taken away by Brown.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Portland.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the 3-pointer from KD. Lets it go from deep. They grab their own miss. And here's McCollum for 3. That shot off. Brooklyn with the ball, down by 12. And here's KD for three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
Cullen passes to Collins. Takes a three. Here's Cantor. The three from McCollum. From outside the arc. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Launches it. Good on the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so